Let's talk about the Washington Commanders. What's up, YouTube? It's All Pro Sports Talk, the home of sports talk. Hit subscribe if you're new. Also hit the like button. The Washington Commanders dropped to the Tennessee Titans as I record this video. It was a goal line stand for the Tennessee Titans, and this game shouldn't even came down to that. The clock management by Rivera and the coaching staff has been terrible, and this coaching staff is part of the reason why this team is being held back. I get it. The offensive line is bad. I get it. William Jackson III isn't living up to standards. But the coaching staff for this team is not it. Rivera consistently, week in and week out, burns timeouts when he doesn't need to, and with the clock management is just horrible. And he's watching these horrible offensive plays being called for Carson Wentz. You know your offensive line is no good, so why are you calling plays that take a long time to develop down the field when you know your quarterback doesn't have time in the pocket? Carson Wentz is the most sacked, most hit quarterback in the NFL, so he gets a pass in my build, but he isn't holding up to standards as well. I'm looking at this defense. They put big time money in William Jackson III. William Jackson III is legit one of the worst starting corners in the NFL, and he got set down in the Tennessee Titans game. This boy can't cover nobody. He can't guard a bed with bed sheets. This boy is terrible. He got exposed in Dallas Cowboys game. He got exposed week 1. He got exposed this game. He got exposed so bad against Tennessee Titans, they just took him out. And they put a lot of money into him, and they invested a lot of money into him. The same with Carson Wentz. But the big time players you paid big time money to, it's not coming to fruition. Chase Young is dealing with injuries. The defense isn't holding up to their standards. And this is what Ron Rivera likes to put his coaching style into: aggressiveness, unpredictability. The only thing unpredictable is the simple fact that your ass can't go out there and hold clock management. This man has been a veteran head coach, and I get it. He was very successful for the Carolina Panthers. I don't care what you did with past teams. I don't care what you did in your past experiences. It's what you can do now for me. And what he's doing right now isn't helping out the Washington Commanders. He's not adjusting the game plans. He's coming out the same defenses over and over again. The offensive line can't block for Carson Wentz at all. People talk about Joe Burrow. They talk about Matt Stafford. This man, Carson Wentz, only has 2 to 3 seconds in the pocket before he gets all pressure in his face from on the sideline, from the middle of the offensive line to the side of the offensive line as well. And not only that, them losing Brandon Scherff was a horrible thing to look at right now, because they have no competent offensive linemen. Everybody's getting back there at will. You can't run the football because the defense isn't allowing it when they have a horrible offensive line. And the thing is, last week against the Dallas Cowboys, you could run the football, but guess what? You couldn't work off of play action, and they called play action because the offensive line sucks in pass protection. Terry McLaurin is a very good wide receiver, but guess what? You can't do much if Carson Wentz doesn't have time to give him the ball. Curtis Samuel's really good when he's able to stick on the field, but it's just not working. It's just not clicking. It seems like Ron Rivera tried to bring over the Carolina Panthers coaching style and bring it to the Washington Commanders, and it's just not working. It's not. And the clock management continuously, from week to week, gets worse and worse. It is time for ownership to either have that conversation with him, or it's time for them to move on. And I'm not just talking about Ron Rivera. It's the offensive coordinator. He's terrible. The defensive coordinator, he's terrible. They spent multiple first-round picks on this defense, and you have nothing to show for it. You spent all this cap space into this money into this secondary and nothing to show for it. While you have a team in the New York Giants that are thriving with Brian Dable. He's come over and he's changing the culture with the Washington Commanders. This is what Ron Rivera says, all about culture. Well, the culture right now is blowing timeouts, mismanaging the clock, and also not using your players to the full effectiveness of their ability. In the Tennessee Titans game, until that interception, Carson Wentz had a very good bounce back game. But it doesn't matter, because all the plays that was called in the red zone were all thrown into coverage. Those are design plays. When people say, why is you throwing the ball in the slam route to J.D. McKissick, it was designed that way. And then other than that, Carson Wentz was going to have time to pocket anyway. So why are you calling these type of plays in the goal line situation? You didn't try to run the football because you couldn't. The clock wasn't on your side. And you want to know why the clock wasn't on your side? Because Ron Rivera used all the timeouts before in the game when he shouldn't have. This is on him. I know it's going to be a lot of people that are fans of him, but that's in the past. Take those goggles off. This year, this team is supposed to be better. They only have one game. They only won one game this year. One, and that was a comeback against the Jacksonville Jaguars that Carson Wentz had to prowl them through on his back to throwing the ball deep to Jahan Dotson, who is also another talented player on this team. You got to stop wasting the talent on this team. I think Carson Wentz is competent enough to be a starting quarterback for this team, but I don't believe Ron Rivera is the right coach for this team anymore. So let me know in the comment section. Is it time for them to move off of Ron Rivera? And obviously you're not going to do it early into this season, but if this continues to happen, they need to go. But the offensive coordinator, he should have been gone since week 3. William Jackson III, y'all need to be trying to get a refund off of him, because ever since he came over here, that boy has been horrible. I'm going to consistently say it again. He has been terrible. He can't do anything on the defensive side. So let me know in the comment sections how you feel about this team. I know it's struggling times for the Washington Commanders right now, and you're also in this division. Like I said, you're watching the Eagles. They went through a little mini rebuild. They're the best team in the NFC East. The Dallas Cowboys, their backup quarterback, they're putting in work. You're looking at Brian Daboll to the New York Giants, they're winning games. It just seems like the Washington Commanders right now are the odd man out. So let me know how you feel about this team moving forward. Should Ron Rivera have to go so you get the boot? Most importantly, I want each and every last one of you guys to stay safe, stay positive, hit the subscribe button if you're new, also hit the like button. Thanks for watching my video, guys. Peace.